I mean, this is what is so galling. And you're such a cretin that machismo, warrior class. I'm a 14-year-old from Venezuela, honest.
Clearly, with your accent, you didn't grow up in West Kansas.
You can't tell from my Alabamian accent.
Yeah.
No, I was born in the UK to parents who fled communist Hungary. And then we moved to America, and I still get chills from it. The first day of the intake, doing all the HR stuff. This is Fort McNair, the oldest military base in the US. And this black, short-naveled NCO, she gets me to fill out the forms, bank transfers and all this stuff, right? And at the end of doing out the HR paperwork, I'm in this beautiful base. She says, "Come with me, Dr. Gorka. Raise your right hand." Okay. And she made me take the oath of office to the Constitution as a green card holder. No other country does that. No other country, once they've vetted you, allows a foreigner to commit themselves to the interests of America. That's when I realized America is different.
Dr. Gorka served our nation as a deputy assistant for strategy to President Donald Trump.
I get a phone call summer 2015 from some guy called Corey Lewandowski.
Yeah.
No idea who he is. And he says, Mr. Trump is prepping for the GOP primary debate on national security, and he wants somebody to prep him. Would you meet with him? And I'm going, what, the guy from reality TV? the guy from Home Alone? That guy? I said, okay. They flew me to New York, went to Trump Tower, sat down with the future president, literally as close as we are right now, across his famous desk. Corey's in the corner, and we have this mind-blowing discussion for like 40 minutes. Totally blue sky. From ISIS, what is ISIS doing, to nuclear weapons, to the Civil War, you name it. This guy's really interested. And then halfway through, he does a classic Trump. He stops the conversation dead, turns to Corey and says, "I like this guy, let's hire him." So I signed an NDA with the Trump organization, and I started writing policy briefs on the big 6 issues: Iran, ISIS, China, North Korea, Russia. And then I started working for General Flynn in the transition team. And then I ended up in the White House as strategist to the president, now as an American citizen. And I got to tell you, Chad, that doesn't happen anywhere else. Foreigners, naturalized citizens, don't get to work in 10 Downing Street. They don't get to work in the Elysee in Paris. Only in America. This is why we are unique.
Yeah.
I believe in America. As president, I will always put America first.
We talk about a lot of America First policy. What's America First policy mean to you?
First things first, there's been a growth of isolationism on the right.
Yeah.
And isolationism is stupid, okay? Sorry, Tucker Carlson, it's not smart. In the age of jet airliners, the internet, in the age of cyber warfare, you can't separate America from the world. We couldn't do it in Pearl Harbor, we couldn't do it on 9/11. But the special thing about President Trump and America First is we're not interventionists. This isn't Bush. This isn't, oh, there's a problem in the Middle East, let's invade with the 82nd Airborne. No, we don't believe in that. What would have happened in 1776 if Spain, the French, and the Dutch hadn't helped us? The French literally sent galleons of muskets and gunpowder, literally. If the Spanish and the Dutch hadn't bankrolled George Washington's troops, you would still be part of the British Commonwealth and you'd be speaking real English like me.
Yeah, right? So I say we'd have the same accent right now.
Right, no, seriously, this is not people forget, less than 3% of the colonial American population fought the British. It was tiny. How did we do it? We couldn't have done it without the help of other countries.
But America first does not mean America alone.
How do you see this election playing out from here?
Delete the word Republican, delete the word Democrat, delete conservative, delete liberal, okay? They mean nothing. As an immigrant who chose this nation, there's one dividing line, one thing that separates Americans. Do you love America or do you hate it and see it as a problem? That's the dividing line. Do you hate us as a nation or do you love us? And I know one thing about President Trump, he loves America.
He loves America, yeah, he loves America.
America is the shining city on a hill.
And it must remain.
And it must remain that. And who's it up to? Look in the mirror. That's who it's up to.
Yeah, well said.